It is very pleasure to speak to all of you. All of you know that we are going to host an international conference on quality early childhood care and development in India from June 21st till 23rd in 2023. In this conference, we are focusing to discuss how we can develop the early childhood education in the South Asian region. There are so many educators from all South Asian countries will participate for the conference, and they will share their best practices. In addition to that, our physical conference, we are conducting online discussion series also to share best practices of the educators who are unable to participate physically to the conference. In our physical conference, there are so many practical sessions. There are interactive sessions. I want to explain about our interactive sessions. Give me time to share my PowerPoint screen. Yeah, thank you very much. And you know that, as I told earlier, International Conference on Quality Early Childhood Care and Development 2023 will be held at Bengaluru, India on 21st, 22nd, and 23rd June 2023. In the physical conference, there are so many interactive sessions. Yeah, I am Kamal Goda. I am Jana Kamal Goda, President of the South Asian International Association for Early Childhood Care and Development. We, as a region, our aim is to achieve SDG 4.2. That means ensure that all children can access quality early childhood development and pre-primary education before joining primary schools. To achieve this objective, as a region with all South Asian countries, we work together to develop the quality of early childhood education. In our physical conference, there are interactive sessions. Those are the topics of the sessions: cognitive skills development in the early childhood stage, language and early literacy skills development, social and emotional skills development, health and nutrition skills development, fine and gross motor skills development in the early childhood stage. In addition to that, we hope to discuss about the year plan, action plan, week plan, day plan, activity plan, and those things. Mainly, we want to share knowledge, best practices of all South Asian countries, how all South Asian countries do activities to develop the cognitive skills development, how other South Asian countries do activities to develop the language and skills. Those best practices will be discussed at the conference. We have some sort of format for all the interactive sessions. In the interactive sessions, our delegates, our participants, our group members will discuss about the national standards, formats or categories of all other South Asian countries related to their interactive session, related to their topic. They will discuss about the best activities that are used in South Asian countries, in other South Asian countries, how they use, what kind of activities do they use to develop those domains or in their related to their interactive session. And what kind of teaching strategies they use to develop those domains. And best teaching learning aids, what kind of teaching learning aids they use to develop those skills among the children. And what kind of assessment methods do they use? They will present what kind of assessment activities do they use in India, Indian delegates will explain how they use assessment methods to evaluate the children's progress, their children's performance in India. Maldives teachers will explain how Maldivian teachers use and they practice to assess the children like that way. And firstly, I want to, my main the objective of this video is to explain the national standard of the Sri Lanka. Then I hope all other delegates from other country delegates, representatives will explain their national standards related to the early childhood education. In Sri Lanka, there is two documents. One is the national policies and the second is the national standards. According to the national standards, there are some sort of levels. The main level, main objective, what is the main objective? They explain, it is explained in our national standards. And to achieve those, to achieve this objective, there are domains. There are 4 domains according to our national standards in the Sri Lanka. In the domains, there are subdomains. We want to achieve the subdomains to achieve our domain. When we consider about the subdomains, there are so many specific aspects related to the subdomain. We do a lot of activities to achieve the specific aspects. Why we want to achieve the specific aspects? To achieve the subdomains. Why we want to achieve the subdomains? To achieve the domains. When we achieve the domains, then we can achieve our objective. Then how we assess or how we evaluate through our activities whether we have achieved specific aspects or not. Then there are standards for that. Then you can read what is the meaning of the standards. Standards of the early childhood development are statements of what children should know and should be able to do. Like that. And to check the standards, there are so many indicators. This is the normal format. Then I hope to go one by one to discuss about to explain briefly about our national standards. I told that we have an objective. To achieve this objective, there are so many domains. Then our main objective is total development of the child or holistic development of the child. To develop the holistic for the total development for the holistic development, there are 4 domains according to our national standard of the Sri Lanka. First is the health and physical, language and literacy, cognitive, and social and emotional. We do so all the activities in the preschool, in our ECCD centers. We do a lot of activities to achieve those domains, to develop skills related to those domains. Now, I will explain one by one with the details related to the domains. When we consider about the health and physical, there are 2 subdomains. One is the health and second is the motor. When we consider about the health subdomain, there are 2 specific aspects. One is the healthy living practice. The other one is the personal safety. We do activities in the ECCD center for the personal safety. We do activities for the healthy living practice. From the January, from the beginning of the year till end of the year, we do a lot of activities to achieve those specific aspects related to the health. Like that, when we consider about the motor, under the subdomain of the motor, there are 2 specific aspects. One is the gross motor and the other is the fine motor. We do a lot of activities. There are standards to check whether children have achieved those specific aspects or not. Then we can evaluate progress or success of the early childhood education through the standards and through the indicators. If we can develop the skills, we can develop the attitudes, we can develop the competencies related to the health and living practices, related to the personal safety, then we can satisfy about the, we have developed the healthy we have developed competencies related to the health. If we have developed fine motor skills, if we have developed the gross motor skills, then we can satisfy about that we have developed the motor skills. If we have developed the motor skills and health skills, then we can satisfy that we have achieved this domain, health and physical domain. The second domain is the social and emotional. Under the social and emotional, there are two subdomains. One is the social, the second is the emotion. Under the social, there are three specific aspects: relation with adults, relation with the peers, pre-social behaviors. There are so many activities in the EC center to develop skills related to those specific aspects. And there are standards and indicators to check whether we have developed the competencies related to those specific aspects. When we consider about the emotional skills, when we consider about the emotional subdomain, there are three specific aspects: self-concept, self-control, self-expression. We do a lot of activities to achieve those specific aspects related to the emotion. When we do a lot of activities related to the social and emotional subdomains, then we can achieve social and emotional domain. Then our main ultimate target is total development, otherwise holistic development. To achieve our objective, we have to develop the health and physical skills, or we have to achieve the health and physical development domain. We have to develop the competencies related to the second one we discuss about the social and emotion. Like that, there is another domain, language and early literacy. According to the language and early literacy domain, there are two subdomains. One is the language, second is the early literacy. In the language subdomain, there are three specific aspects, and according to the early language literacy subdomain, there are three specific aspects. When we consider about the language subdomain, receptive language, expressive language, and language comprehension. When we consider about the early literacy, awareness of print, pre-reading, and pre-writing. Then we do activities related to those specific aspects. There are standards and indicators to check whether we have developed those competencies related to those specific aspects. And the last one is the cognitive skills. In the cognitive development domain, there are three subdomains: approaches to learning, logical thinking and mathematics, and environmental awareness. Under those three subdomains, there are specific aspects. You can read my screen, or if I explain: approaches to learning, curiosity, initiative, and persistence. The second is the creativity and imagination and problem solving. The logical thinking and mathematics, cause and effect, comparison, measurements, relationships, numbers, inquiry mind, and related to the environment awareness, awareness of living words, awareness of the non-living world, awareness of the living world, awareness of the living non-living world, not the word, the world, and awareness of the community child living. Then we have to develop competencies of the children related to those specific aspects. Why we need to develop the competencies related to those specific aspects? To achieve our subdomains. Why we want to achieve the subdomains? We want to achieve the domains. Why we want to achieve the domains? To achieve our ultimate objective. I try to explain very briefly within 1 or 2 minutes about the Sri Lankan national standards. Like that, in the Indian national standards, or Indian education formats in the related to childhood education, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Maldives, Nepal, we want to discuss in our conference. Therefore, we have the interactive sessions. At the interactive sessions, our group members, our teams will discuss national standards, as I explained, related to Sri Lanka. And related to their domains, they will explain a lot of things, best activities that they use in their countries, and best teaching methods, teaching strategies they use in their countries, in other South Asian countries, best teaching learning aids related to their countries, and assessment methods. Especially, they will discuss how they deal with the special need children to develop those domains. And I wanted to explain how we are going to plan our interactive sessions. This is especially I wanted to explain to our participants to get ready, and even to the others also I invite. If you like to share your knowledge, your best practices related to those subject areas, related to those interactive sessions, there are so many opportunities in the online discussion series. You can participate to the online discussions. You can share your knowledge related to those interactive sessions, related to those topics. Thank you very much. I think this is a good start to our delegates to get ready for the very valuable presentations